Today's a lazy day, so excuse me here. I'm just kind of hanging out at home. Thought I'd send a quick video message to you guys. What the heck is a lease purchase? A rent to own, a lease option, whatever name you recognize or feel more comfortable with. They basically mean the same thing. It is simply representing a lease or rental agreement combined with a purchase or an option to purchase agreement. What's the importance of this? Well, there are a lot of gurus out there talking about all the different kinds of real estate, but I was interested in the type that would send me to the Black National Bank, the one who would give me a paycheck for my time, knowledge, and energy. I wanted to learn how to control a property without it controlling me. I wanted to know how to get access to properties without the banks and without large down payments. Life is too short for that kind of stuff. The beauty of this is that you have all the control with very little of the liability and without the big heavy investment. It's also a win-win all around. If structured correctly, and if you're doing business honestly and ethically, which I always tell people to do, the owner gets a fair price for the property and avoids steep commissions, and the tenant buyer gets to move into a place they have the opportunity to purchase at predetermined terms and start getting their money working for them. No more throwing their money away on rent every month. And the option part is nothing more than a contract that says you have the right, it's a contractual right to purchase this piece of property at some future time and date. And in many cases with all the important terms already negotiated up front. Contracts are important in these types of transactions. You need agreements that protect your interests in the deal and give you the right of assignment. It's very important that you get that right of assignment. This allows you the right to control this property contractually, tied in with a lease, and you can do all these different things with it. You can live in it, or sublet it or rent it out to somebody else. So if I'm paying the owner $2,000 in rent, I can rent it to somebody else for $2,500 if the market will allow. And I can make cash flow on that end. Now remember, I'm only the tenant, but I'm a tenant with special rights. The right to sublet, transfer, or convey my interests in that contract and in that deal. I can also rent it to somebody, with the option to purchase, what we call a sandwich lease option. So if I agree to pay the owner $250,000, let's say, and I lease purchase the property to a tenant buyer who purchased it from me for $275,000, if the market will allow those numbers, of course, there's another profit center on the back end. I can make that difference in what I pay the owner and what I'm getting from my tenant buyer. And of course, if you have that right of assignment, you can also assign that contract to your tenant buyer or to another investor for an upfront profit and be out of the deal completely. And of course, there's the option money, and that's what I'm talking about here, is that upfront money a buyer puts down can be used in many different ways. But that's a whole, different section of content that I'll be breaking down in other videos here. This is a fantastic business, guys, and an incredible strategy to take a look at. Like I said before, there's a benefit to all the parties involved if done correctly. It's not just to the investor's advantage. So let's say if you're an owner of a property, you can lease purchase your own property and make non-refundable upfront money for giving that right to purchase to somebody else. If you're a tenant buyer and you're tired of throwing your money away on rent every month or making your landlord rich, you can negotiate your own rent-to-own deal with a seller and be earning rent credit each month and not being worried about being forced to purchase if circumstances in your life change. Worst case scenario, you walk away from that option money that you put down up front. Remember, with an option to purchase, you have that right to buy, but not an obligation. And of course, there's a whole another section here for real estate agents. This is a concept I haven't seen anybody else teach or talk about yet, and I will be releasing very specific content on this for agents out there. But basically, you can incorporate lease purchasing into your agent business. You can become a problem solver and have a way to work with all the different prospects that come to you as opposed to just the ones who are pre-qualified or wanting to sell their home traditionally. There's a huge income potential by incorporating creative real estate and especially lease purchasing into your business as an agent. Anyway, if you have any questions, don't hesitate to call me. I'll answer personally. It's not a big deal. You can reach me at 909-279-1850 or 1-800-895-0397, or of course visit my webpage at www.ryanblackconsulting.com. Give me a call, I'll give you a free strategy session, and we'll see what we can do here, and I look forward to working with you all.